Hello, this is Daniel King reporting on Game 1 of the World Championship match between Viswanathan Anand and Boris Gelfand. Anand had the white pieces, and already we see a few surprises in this game. Not from the first move, d4 from Anand. We know that he's been playing this in the last few years, but the first surprise came from Boris Gelfand as he played the Grunfeld defense. He's never before played this. Very sharp indeed. Of course, he's played the white side of this and is a real expert on killing the Grunfeld, but never with the black pieces. Anand didn't seem to be perturbed and played very quickly. In fact, he came up with a surprise as well. In this position, he played d5, hitting the knight on c6. Now, this has been seen before, but it's a little bit unusual. Black has to try and break the pin. Gelfand thought for some time here. He went bright red. He thought, has he been caught out? But he found some excellent moves. Queen a5, hitting the bishop and hitting the pawn. Rook b1 was played, protecting the bishop on b5. And now black still has to break this pin. a6, good move. And now bishop takes c6 from Anand. He was playing these moves pretty quickly, and now he castled. And this is a really critical position. What white is doing is giving up pawns for activity. So the question that Gelfand had to answer was, should he take the pawns or should he just try to castle? Now, if he castles, then there's no doubt about it that white has pressure here. Perhaps black's bishop comes out to e6 or g4, but that pawn on c6 is potentially very dangerous indeed. So in the end, Gelfand chose not to go in for that, and instead, after castles, he grabbed the pawn on a2. Now that is a really brave move when you haven't castled. Anand moved the rook up. Now the queen has a choice. Where does it go to? If it goes to c4, this in fact is a mistake. After pawn takes, white has the ludicrous threat of rook b8. And after this, white is doing very well indeed. There's a huge initiative. So queen c4 would be a mistake, but Gelfand played accurately, played very well indeed. Queen came back to a5. So he's wasted some time, but he has grabbed an important pawn. Okay, what did Anand come up with? Well, if he takes on c6, it's a tempting move, but probably in this case, black is doing all right. If he grabs another pawn, that bishop is very strong, but if black can shut it out with e5, then he'll probably be able to win that pawn. So Anand did not take on c6, but went for d6, which also looked like a critical move, but Gelfand had it all covered. If he castles here, d7 is winning a piece. So he can't bring his king to safety straight away. Critical position. If he takes, the queen comes in. Again, white has a tremendous initiative. Black can't castle here. But Gelfand found rook a7, a very important move, covering e7 and d7. Now he's ready to castle if possible. Anand played bishop g5. There are some interesting alternatives here, but bishop g5 is a critical move. Gelfand played very accurately. He took. Now it looks very dangerous, but rook d7 is an excellent move. And after queen takes c6, queen c7, just expelling white's queen. If the queen goes back, well, black can simply castle. Anand took, and now in this position, where black has the two bishops against bishop and knight, if Anand isn't careful, he can be worse. And he admitted that after the game. He had to find some accurate moves. First of all, he played bishop f4. That's to reroute the bishop to a better square. Rook b7 from Gelfand, and here, for example, if white were to exchange rooks, now you can see those bishops slicing across the board. No doubt about it, black would be better in this endgame. Bishops are strong in the endgame, particularly in this kind of open position. But Anand played very carefully. Rook c2, good move, protecting the c pawn. and after castles he played bishop d6, so he's managed to reroute his bishop to a good square. Okay, rook e8, and now knight d2. That's a careful move. And Gelfand continued to try to open the position for his bishops. Now if white captures on f5, then you can see, well, the rook is attacked, those bishops cutting across the board. Black is doing very well indeed. So Anand had to just hold the position. And here I thought that bishop d7 would be Black's best chance for the advantage, but after the game Gelfand thought that white could just play rook fc1, a very unusual move. I certainly didn't see that. And now because these pieces are covered, now white is threatening to take on c5, and Gelfand didn't really see that he had the advantage here. I thought he should have gone for it. Instead, he took on e4, and this is, well, really saying that he just wants to draw. And after bishop f5, the players agreed to a draw because there's going to be a mass liquidation here. For example, taking on c5, taking on e4, and now bishop b4, and after, well, rook a1, attacking a6, black will probably win the pawn on c3. It's going to be a dead draw. So a tense first game in this World Championship, and although a lot of people were predicting that Anand is the clear favourite in this match, I think we've seen from today's game that Gelfand is really up to the task. He played very well today. I think it's going to be a very tense match indeed. See you.